All right, today I'm going to take you all through the word-for-word cold call script that I've used thousands of times to successfully book meetings and have taught to many sales reps who have had the same results. So stick around to the end because I'm going to break down exactly how I go about it and comment what you think either way. Let me know. I love talking with all of you and respond to all the comments, so let me know what you think either way. So here it is. I call someone, they say hello. I say, "Hey Jim, this is Connor Murray calling from X Company. How you doing?" "Good. I'm just reaching out because I'm part of the account team that supports Y Company from a back office finance standpoint. So anything related to your ERP, finance, or accounting processes. And I'm just reaching out because we'll be the main point of contact in this area going forward. And we work with companies specifically in the Z industry on priorities related to data governance, cost management, and finance transformation. So any resources you may need, questions you might have, priorities moving forward, anything like that. And I know I kind of called you out of the blue here, so I'm more just looking to set aside some time next week. Are you free on Wednesday or Thursday?" So what I did there is at the end, I required them to give me a yes or no answer. And that is the goal with that whole script. They either have to say, yes, I have time Wednesday or Thursday, or they can say no and give me an objection, but now I'm prepared to handle whatever objection they give me. And I ideally am prepared for the most common ones. So how I did that is in the beginning, all I want from them is a formality with that opening line. So I say, "Hey, this is Connor Murray calling from X Company. How you doing?" 9 times out of 10, they're just going to give you a one-word formality, and that's all I want. That downward inflection, that "how you doing," that requires a formality back, 9 times out of 10. Then I tell them 3 things: who I am, part of the account team that supports them from a back office finance standpoint, why I'm reaching out. We work with companies in their industry, and I named 3 priorities: data governance, cost management, finance transformation. You can get more specific than that, but I like to name 3. And then without stopping at the end, I say, I'm more just looking to get introduced and aligned on this going forward. It's kind of a signal like, hey, I get that I just cold called you, so I'm more looking to do this at another time. That's actually what they want, because you got to remember, they're probably in the middle of their workday, grinding, focusing on whatever it is they're focused on. I would rather have this conversation later. I don't want to have this conversation with them now when they're busy and I don't know what state they're in. So that is the process. Get those 3 things out: who you are, why you're calling, and then state what days you would like to meet assumptively. That's the key, that assumptive tone. And that's really the part you have to practice in the cold calling script. So I did give you the word for word script that I use. It can be adapted, but more important than the words is that tone. That's the part that you have to practice before you pick up the phone. Just setting aside 10 minutes a day for a month, that's adds up to over 300 minutes. That's like 2.5 hours, I think, of just practicing. Practice that tone, that inflection, get good at saying it. And that's really what's going to separate the difference from being a great cold caller and having average results. Because the final point I'll make is what we're going for here is a 300 batting average. We're not going for 10 out of 10. For every 10 lives, we're trying to book 10 meetings. All we're trying to do is make slight tweaks and improvements so that maybe 1 out of 10 meetings we get come from that talk track where they say, yeah, I am free Wednesday or Thursday. And then maybe 2 out of 10 come from they give me an objection like, hey, we already work with a competitor. I don't see why it makes sense to meet. And if you're prepared for the most common objections, which are typically, hey, we work with a competitor, I'm not interested, hey, there's no bandwidth or initiatives right now, we don't have time for this, stuff like that. If you can just be prepared to handle those, that's how you can get that cold call batting average up to that 300 level. And if you're booking 3 meetings for every 10 lives you get, you're going to be crushing it. So that's the goal here. Let me know what you think. I got a lot more in terms of scripts and how it can be applied. That was a finance example, but let me know what you think either way. Try it out. Let me know if it's working for you, and hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.